I'm Kathy Hermes, the new publisher of Connecticut Explored, the magazine of Connecticut history. Connecticut Explored was founded in 2002 as a highly collaborative and entrepreneurial nonprofit by an extraordinary group of historians in academia, public history, and museums. We're marking its 20th anniversary by celebrating the future of Connecticut history. From its beginning, Connecticut Explored has been telling the Connecticut story by examining multiple perspectives from all areas of the state, because a better informed Connecticut community is a more empowered community. We want to bring you the whole of the Connecticut story in every issue. In this moment, as we began marking this important milestone, we saw an opportunity not to look back on the last 20 years, but to look forward and to ask, what is the future of Connecticut history? From 120 nominations submitted by the public, our advisory team identified 20 people and projects who are the future of Connecticut history. We call them game changers.
I'm Dr. Fiona Vernal, Associate Professor of History and Africana Studies at the University of Connecticut and the advisory team chairperson. I was thrilled to be tapped to chair this effort. Our goal was to choose individuals or groups who are unearthing new stories and telling our stories from a new perspective. They could be academics like me, public historians working in museums, or citizen historians. The Game Changer nomination process was open to anyone, and the large number of submissions made it highly competitive. We dug deep and made tough choices. So many are doing so much to tell our stories. It's truly exciting what is happening in public history in our state. I want to thank my advisory team members and their incredible insight and knowledge of people and projects in the field. And thank you to all who were nominated. Keep up the great work. In honor of Connecticut Explored's 20th anniversary, it is my pleasure to introduce our game changers.
New London's Black Heritage Trail. Ocean Vuong for his novel On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Elena Rosario, emerging scholar and public historian. Connecticut in World War I at Connecticut State Library. Eastern Pequot Archaeological Field School. Ethnic Heritage Center and Walk New Haven. Artist and Trinity College professor Pablo Delano. The Witness Stones Project. Student activism to enact Public Act 19-12. Represented by Benny Nsumbu of Students for Educational Justice. Steve Thornton, Shoe Leather History Project. Land Grab Connecticut. Ancient Burying Ground Association for uncovering their history, African, African American, and Native American burials in Hartford's Ancient Burying Ground, 1640 through 1815. Connecticut Historical Society for Common Struggle, Individual Experience, an exhibition about mental health, The Work Must Be Done, and A Brief History of Connecticut's LGBTQ Community. Jack Doherty and On the Line, How Schooling, Housing, and Civil Rights Shaped Hartford and its Suburbs. Capital Community College's Hartford Heritage Project. MLK in Connecticut, Summers of Freedom in Simsbury. Citizen historians Steve Harris and Charles Teal Sr. Keeler Tavern Museum and History Center's Sisters Play and Education Program. Hartford History Center, Hartford Public Library. The Mary and Eliza Freeman Center for History and Community. Read more about each game changer in the fall 2022 issue of Connecticut Explored. Each of the game changers will be featured in a public program, a feature story in Connecticut Explored magazine, or a Grading the Nutmeg podcast. Congratulations to each of our honorees. We look forward to sharing your work for years to come with our Connecticut Explored audience and beyond.
A Connecticut Humanities Planning Grant helped us undertake an intensive process to explore where the study, interpretation, and dissemination of Connecticut history, and by whom, is going. Our goal was to present significant humanities scholarship, highlight creativity, ingenuity, and innovation, reach broad audiences, and foster collaboration among organizations. Our process was highly collaborative and fundamentally framed by a commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
I'm Elizabeth Norman, founding publisher of Connecticut Explored. We can't thank the advisory team enough for so expertly guiding us through the planning process. Congratulations to each and every game changer. Thank you for all you are doing to expand and deepen our understanding of Connecticut history.
20 for 20 innovation in Connecticut history will inspire Connecticut Explored for years to come. I invite everyone, students, lifelong learners, new state residents, anyone who wants to connect more deeply with Connecticut and American history, to join us as a subscriber, a donor, and above all, a reader and listener. We will be reaching out this year to new folks across the state to join with us in exploring what's next in the future of Connecticut history.
And thank you to everyone who has made the last 20 years of Connecticut Explored possible, and to our 20 for 20 sponsors, Connecticut Humanities, Trinity College, and AM Lithography Corporation.